Welcome back. Going straight into another Neon Dynasty draft. I just went 1 and 3 with a kind of a high concept deck called Cloud Steel Heist. We so we only yeah we tried the Cloud Steel Kirin with Walking Skyscraper combo. We managed to win one game with it. Another game, somebody had an answer to the combo. In fact, he had Tezzeret to bounce the Kirin when I happened to be on -5 life at the time, so I lost. Uh, yeah, it wasn't too consistent the deck, and I kind of ran into a couple of quite strong aggro decks as well. So this is a nice card. I like this one. Uh, if you can enable this guy, you can get a bit of recursion. Right, Dragonspark Reactor. That's for the artifacts deck. Web Spinner Cuff would be green and an artifact. Oni-Cult Anvil is also pretty good for the artifacts deck. Now, if we're thinking about artifacts, you take the Oni-Cult Anvil early, and then you hope Dragonspark Reactor wheels around, I would say. We'll look at what else is in here. Good removal card, Tamiya's Completion. Modern Age is good. Good early sort of fixing kind of card. Debt to the Kami. Removal card. I've actually seen people playing Kami of Industry, and it's not that bad at all. It combos really well with a few cards. Galling Stalker is, I think, not that amazing. But yeah, it's green if we want to go for a green deck. But we're not married to Springleaf Avenger. I don't think these are amazing green cards. Actually, this is pretty good. I do like the green reach creatures. They really help you stay alive for longer when you've got some kind of crazy plan going on. But maybe what you're supposed to do is go for the Oni-Cult Anvil. I'm gonna try that and see how it works out for me. Oh well, look at that! It has just given me a rare Scrap Welder, which goes with artifacts. There's another Dragonspark Reactor. Imagine if both of them wheel around. Could be pretty good. Right, this guy, not an artifact, but works with Modify. Right, I don't think we're going blue and white. This is a fantastic card, though. I had 2 of these in my previous deck, but it wasn't quite enough. So yeah, looking at the commons now, there is white removal, which is okay. Not a fairly chunky creature, 5/5 that can come out for 4. Not an artifact. Yeah, I think that's quite a good black removal spell. Jump creature, another Calling Stalker. I haven't really tried You Are Already Dead. I'd say this works with what I've already got, because Oni-Cult Anvil is making 1/1 creatures, so that synergizes quite well. Looks like we're going towards the artifact deck. We do not have any red or black artifacts here. So this'll do. This'll do nicely, I think. One of the best artifacts, Circuit Mender. There's also Virus Beetle, which is good as well. I really like Circuit Mender. Lethal Exploit is good. Good removal as well. You should probably take Lethal Exploit, but Circuit Mender is so good in combos with several different cards. So, I mean, you can sack it to Scrap Welder and get the leave the battlefield trigger. I'm grabbing the Circuit Mender. Okay. Flame Discharge. Targets creatures and planeswalkers. Yep, good. Expel. Removal. But there's a Patchwork Automaton. Can we really pass up a Patchwork Automaton again? Because I did that in the last game. And regretted it. I think, yeah, we go for the Patchwork. Right, there's Kumano, which is an enchantment. It's so good you might pick it anyway. Enchantment Goblin there. Interesting. Simian Sling. Root Suit. Network Terminal. Right, so we might say Kumano faces Kakkazan is so good you play it in an artifact deck. Right, Octopus, Roadside Reliquary, so that's the art enchantments. Are we going up? We've got one enchantment. We've got another artifact creature. Quite a defensive one, 1/4. Virus Beetle's quite aggressive. Searchlight Companion, pretty decent. Flyer. I do like the Virus Beetle. And then we've got a combo. Scrap Welder sacks Circuit Mender, brings back Virus Beetle. So that speaks to me. I think that's pretty good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ninja's Kunai, that is the thing you want to recurse with Scrap Welder. So we are just grabbing this straight away. Kami of Industry is actually pretty good. Yeah, he brings back any artifact card. It could be a Ninja's Kunai, though of course you'd have to have 8 mana up for that to work. It's 3 mana too. No, you'd have to have 7 mana up because you got to put 1 to equip, 1 to sack it. That's any artifact card. It works fantastically with Circuit Mender and Virus Beetle. I mean, Automated Artificer, pretty cool, but yeah, I want to try these Kami of Industry combos people have been using against me. Okay, Synthesizer's cool. Scrapyard Steelbreaker is a pretty decent top-end card. But I guess we've already got one way of sacking our artifacts, which is really, really powerful. Yeah, we'll grab the Synthesizer for now. Okay, we'll take this enchantment and put it there. And I guess we're not gonna splash double green for Springleaf Avenger at this point. As good as that card is. So these are our enchantments if you want to go sort of art enchantments. Okay, Ganjo Uprising. Now, this is definitely this is on my list. I've completed my collection of these. I'm just going to get my list. Yep. So, I can ignore this card. I don't think it's worth splashing white to try and play this as well. That's a decent blue artifact there. Another Uprise Renegade. Enormous Energy Blade. We don't rate very highly. That's the Kami would be a good removal spell. Lethal Exploit as well. Voltage Surge is fantastic as well. But there is another Ninja's Kunai, and I think I'd like two of them just to get a better chance of getting the recursion combo going with Scrap Welder, because that sounds amazing. It seems insane to not pick Lethal Exploit or Voltage Surge when they're so cheap and good. Maybe we, on balance, let's pick Voltage Surge. Maybe it's insane to not pick it for an artifact deck. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, we didn't... Those Dragonspark Reactors before didn't wheel around. So maybe we need to pick one early. This is quite a good black enchantment. The Akiba Reckoner Raid. We are going to focus on artifacts. And we're going to take a Dragonspark Reactor. Right, Tokuchi Silencer. It's pretty cool. Right, Naturalist. Okay, this, yeah, sacrifice. And then an artifact or creature, gain life equal to its mana value. Draw 2 cards. So that's pretty good. Draw 2. We only have to sacrifice something. We could be sacrificing a synthesizer. Another Kami of Industry as well, which we know is pretty good. I think, yeah, I definitely want to. I want to try out this Reckoner's Bargain. So this seems like it could be the right deck for it. Oh, Containment Construct. So that's really good if we've got ways of discarding cards. Well, I don't think we have yet. So it's I don't know if maybe it works well with vampires and blood cards. It works well with channel effects. Off the top of my head, how many black and red channel cards are there? I'm actually going to look this up now. We've got the rare lands that you can channel. Which we're pretty unlikely to get. So anyway, yeah, interesting card, Containment Construct. I don't know if we play it. We've got Chainflail Centipede, which I think I underestimated this. Of course, it's swinging in for 4/2 when it attacks, and it's pretty cheap to attach it. It's quite a cheap flyer there. Right. weird. Okay. Right. Now, reinforced Ronin. If we can get a reinforced Ronin, that would be amazing as to go with this guy. So I've seen enough. Yeah, we're definitely grabbing Containment Construct and just hoping we get something to go with it. Okay, another Anvil. That's very good. Iron Hoof Bore would be quite good as well. Grab the Anvil. Okay, it's just throwing anvils at me now. Anvil number 3. Bring it on. Not such a good selection here, so we'll grab the Centipede. So we're still only in pack 2. I think we like Kami of Industry. It works well in the deck. Ganjo Uprising has wheeled around. But so has Debt to the Kami. I think that can be a pretty good removal spell. Network Terminal. Lets you discard cards. Yes. So that's a combo with our friend, the Containment Construct. So I think we take that one. I think we don't play more than 2 Kami of Industry, so we'll take another Network Terminal. It's looking like with enough Network Terminals we can splash our double green card. Right. Take that one. Reckoner Shakedown. Sure. Basically removal. Wow, okay, yes, Risona. I haven't completed my serve Risonas, so we'll take that one. Read the card, see if we can splash white for this as well. That's right, she gets an indestructible counter. Pretty cool, 3/3 haste. Might be worth sort of playing it on turn 4, sort of, turn 3 Network Terminal to get the mana, and then playing that. I see a Voltage Surge, I see an Automaton. Yeah, we did get the earlier Automaton. As good as a Voltage Surge is, we want 2 Automatons. Okay, so Naomi. Another Synthesizer. Songshaper's pretty good. Early aggro, and Iron Apprentice is pretty good. But I guess we got it's a pretty tight deck we got here, so I think we'll go for the Synthesizer. Leech Gauntlet as an artifact, that's pretty cool. Another Kunai, pretty amazing. Another Synthesizer. Go for the second Kunai, I would. Reckoner's Bargain. I have a feeling this might be amazing. I mean, better than a Searchlight Companion. just holding up that mana and sacking something when they target it. Which is what you just, that's exactly what you see in Constructed all the time, so that seems like a plan. Runaway Trash Bot. But there is a Mukotai Ambusher here. That's probably the best option. Right, another Kunai or a Towashi Songshaper. How many creatures have we got? 10 creatures. That doesn't seem like a lot. Because you need creatures to put your Kunai, to equip your Kunai. I think it's risky to take Kunai number 3 over a creature, a nice cheap creature like Towashi Songshaper. So we'll take the Songshaper now. Yep, grab a Searchlight Companion. Another Synthesizer. Why not? We probably won't play it. We'll take Kami number 3. Sure, Dramatist Puppet, why not? The Reckoner Shakedown or Synthesizer number 4. Synthesizer number 4, why not? We'll probably synthesize into another synthesizer. Alright. Pretty interesting, pretty exciting. I don't think I've done a black-red. I don't remember doing a decent black-red artifact deck. But this should have everything to work. We've got quite a bit of removal. Got 2 Patchwork Automatons. Got 3 Oni-Cult Anvils. We've got a Scrap Welder. Pretty exciting. I think we'll just trim it a little bit first of all. We've got to trim 10 cards, of course. We can drop a Puppet. I think drop 1 Kami of Industry. Maybe drop down to 1. In fact, yeah, drop 2 of them. And that's the top end. We quite like Mukotai Ambusher. Circuit Mender is absolutely fantastic. Reckoner Shakedown we can drop. I think Debt to the Kami we can drop as well. We'll just cast my eye critically over anything that isn't an artifact. See, Reckoner's Bargain isn't an artifact, but it could draw us 2 artifacts. Yeah, okay, we'll drop Kumano as well. And we'll drop You Are Already Dead. And that is a good start. That's a good base. I think I'll call that end of part 1. Thanks for watching so far. Catch the games in part 2. And welcome back to part 2. Right, so this is what I've come up with. We'll just look at the relevant cards here. The last thing I've just done, I did I did drop all of the Kami of Industries, and then I thought about how nice it would be to bring back Circuit Mender and then Scrap Welder could sacrifice the Circuit Mender as well to bring something else out permanently. And I just want to see if that can happen during the game. That seems I dropped Debt to the Kami, so one of the removal spells. It's one of the ones where the opponent chooses which creature they or enchantment they exile. So it's never felt that strong to me. I thought I will keep You Are Already Dead, because I've got several ways of doing damage and several ways of having 1/1 creatures, so I think that goes well in the deck. I briefly went down to 15 land, and then I got scared. I put 1 land back in. I think I can definitely cut 1 land. I think we don't need to play 17 land with this deck. I'm running all 4 experimental synthesizers. Obviously, you want to try and play these on turn 2 before you've played a land, so you can maybe play a land off the top. So that helps you get to your next land. And I've also got 2 Reckoner's Bargains, which can draw you 2 cards if you can sacrifice something. So it feels like there's a bit of mana fixing in the deck there to make up for the land we've dropped. I have left out Containment Construct and Network Terminals, which it's sort of a package deal. I need some way of discarding cards to get value out of Containment Construct, and that would be the Network Terminals. It's quite nice, but I think we've got better and more aggressive stuff that doesn't sort of rely on a combo, because this Containment Construct is basically a 2/1 for 2, unless you can discard cards. So he's not amazing. I think you'd play Containment Construct if you had the reinforced Ronin, maybe in multiples, because then you can channel that to discard it and then play it, which is a pretty amazing card draw combo. But yeah, I think we've got better stuff we can do in the deck, so that package has been left out. I left out Kumano because it's an enchantment, so we've gone for just 4 artifacts pretty much. Yeah, only 10 creatures in the end, but the Oni-Cult Anvils can make creatures, so that's quite helpful, and as the synthesizer can make creatures as well. Can make 1 creature, so it's sort of, you can add 7 onto the creatures there, so there's 17 sources of creatures, which should be okay. We'll just have to try it out and see how it goes, I think. Sounds pretty quiet, actually. I think the game's sounds are off at the moment. Right. So we've got double red, which is not great. We do have a synthesizer to play on turn 2, see if we can top deck a swamp. In fact, a 3rd mountain is pretty good, then we can play these artifacts. So we'll call it a keep. Oh well, we've hit a third land. We're going to do Synthesizer now though, because yeah, we've got nothing to do this turn. May as well try our luck with the Synthesizer. Okay, well, we miss out on the Kami of Industry this game, but never mind. Bound to happen. Okay, playing that for just for the creature. That's interesting. So you didn't have many options on turn 2. Or you didn't have a better option. Very, very happy to top deck a swamp. Now we could play Virus Beetle, but I think... Yeah, Circuit Mender or Searchlight Companion. I think this Searchlight Companion sort of is most likely to let me put out damage next turn. So you'll probably get some kind of blocker this turn. Okay, oh he did not do very much. Okay. Now we've already lost our most expensive card in the deck. Off the top of my head I know that I've got Mukotai Ambusher. I don't know if you can ninjutsu them from exile, but the rest of the deck is 3 mana or less. So I think we can get away with Synthesizer number 2. Because whatever we get off the top, we can play it. There we go, Songshaper. Beautiful. Play a mountain, play that. And swing it. Another Michiko. Just a whole hand of Michiko's Reign of Truth. It's not a legendary, of course. Right, now we could Kunai and kill the Michiko. That seems reasonable. It's going to just get bigger, I think, every turn, practically. And it means I get in for more damage this turn, just in the short term. One of his removal cards out of the way, I suppose. Right, 4 cards left, 5 mana. There's a Sunblade Samurai, something pretty big and scary. I think it's very suspicious if I attack with my 1-1. That will just give the game away. So I will attack like that. I will play a mountain. I will play a Circuit Mender. And end the turn. That'll be 2-2, won't it? As soon as we hit 6 mana, I think we can start popping these synthesizers, because we know everything in the deck costs 3 mana, pretty much, or less. Another one, okay. Well, at least that one's down. Okay, so yeah, we hit 6 mana, but I think it could be a good time to do a Virus Beetle. I think it's a good time to do a Virus Beetle. Let's see what we catch from his hand. And we're resigned to taking a bit of damage this turn. That was a good hit. Okay. So we're a bit worried about what else he's got in his hand. Another Michiko. Michiko number 3, if we're counting. That's a 6/6. I'm thinking Circuit Mender could just block here. So I could totally underestimate this guy when he started with Michiko's Reign of Truth, but of course he had 3 in his opening hand probably. Yeah. So we're going to take 10 damage. I'm going to block with a Circuit Mender because it's getting to that desperate situation. You can draw an extra card and hope it's something good, or it might just be a swamp. And there's another mountain, okay. So we start popping synthesizers and seeing if we get anything good. Okay, Automaton, very nice. Okay, no attacks, I think, and whatever gets buffed, I think the Virus Beetle will chump block. And all of my guys are dead. Okay. Fair enough, yeah. First time someone's played Malicious Malfunction against me. I had seen that before occasionally. I thought, well, that's not too bad. So we'll activate this one. Did it work? I think it's waiting. Pretty simple sometimes. You just play lots of big creatures and a sweeper for the small creatures. But there you go. So we've, just to recap, we have hit 10 of our 16 land this game as well. Yeah, we actually started with a 2-land hand as well. So waiting for the server. We'll give it a minute, I guess. Okay, I'm going to come back in a second. Okay, yeah. I was actually uploading some videos on another computer, so that hasn't cleared anything up. I'm just going to close the client and reload, because this doesn't look good to me. I think we're just wasting time waiting for it. Yeah, I'd almost forgotten about malicious malfunction. Had to run into it one day, I suppose. It's naturally going to be the day I play a small creature deck. You sort of start to wonder, would going for the because I've got more mid-rangey options. I could play all 3 Kamis of Industry, and I could play the network terminals to help ramp out and try and get there. But it means making some sacrifices, so yeah, maybe cutting some synthesizers. Maybe you only need 2 synthesizers. Right, I'm going to, on balance, I'm just going to stop the recording and get back to you when this is actually loaded up, because it's taking quite a long time. Okay, we are back after hopefully a seamless edit. Now, what happened in the first game, I lost connection to the internet, unfortunately. So it looked really bad, because I just had my entire board wiped by malicious malfunction, and he was about to win anyway, and I imagine he was left with the impression that I did a rage quit, but unfortunately it was just bad timing by my internet provider. Now, I've sort of had a think about that game, and yeah, he had a sort of, I'd say, a kind of a classic big creature deck. I think I'm going to struggle a bit with big creature decks. I don't think I had the best draw, so I only got I did get a Patchwork Automaton on the last turn, I think. But you kind of want to draw these early. I didn't get any Oni-Cult Anvils, didn't get a Dragonspark Reactor. So kind of these, yeah, I've got 6 in total. These cards that are kind of pretty important to get early on. Otherwise, it's sort of, the deck's a bit, it's a bit weak. But we've got card draw and ways to get to these things. So what I've done, I've just made a few changes. I've added in 2 more Kami of Industry. So I'm going to have my own big creatures. Okay, they're not flying, but they can they're a pretty hefty wall of hit points I can have on the ground if I can get to 5 mana. I've taken out Chainflail Centipede. I think it's quite good, but it doesn't have an end to the board effect. That was the thing. That's why I've chosen Searchlight Companion. I've kept that one instead. Obviously, Circuit Mender is fantastic because it's got enter the board and leave the board effects. So these are going to be great with Cameo of Industry and Scrap Welder, things like that. So, yeah, and I've counterintuitively, I've actually taken out You Are Already Dead. This is one way you can kill big creatures, but I decided there's not room for it in the deck, and I've realised I've got 4 removal spells that are, and they're all synergistic for the deck. So I've got two Kunai, Voltage Surge, and Dragonspark Reactor. I've decided let's not go crazy. That's probably enough removal, and I want as much space in the deck for all of my sort of synergy cards, right? I could sort of overreact to the first game and put Debt to the Kami and Reckoner Shakedown in to try and sort of get rid of the big creatures, but I think I'd rather do this style of deck with more synergy and more potential combos. I think that's a bit more fun. I don't know if it's better, but I'm going to enjoy playing it more, I think. I've actually changed the land. Just if you look at the deck, it's 14 red cards and 7 black. So I think I'll stay with 16 land, but I'll go 9 mountains, 7 swamp. So we'll probably have games where we have to sort of look for the swamp. Should be pretty consistent getting mountains. Yeah, so that's my reasoning. So we'll carry on today and try and get this draft finished. Because I've got 10,000 gold. I fancy doing 2 more drafts. I've got 27 hours left, so should have plenty of time. But after I drafted this deck, I thought, fantastic. This is almost the best possible red-black artifacts deck. But it just goes to show there's some pretty good decks. There's some other good deck archetypes out there. Really, the only thing I'm missing is the Reinforced Ronin, which would really round out the deck. So this is not such a good hand. We do have 2 mountains and 1 thing that we can play. We haven't hit any of our card draw cards. We've hit 2 of our black cards we can't play. We've got 1 of our big creatures. So we could, if we hit a 3rd mountain, we could play Circuit Mender. Obviously, if we hit a swamp, we can play our 2 black cards. I'm going to say because I think there's a high likelihood of getting a good hand when I mulligan. A better hand. I am going to go ahead and mulligan. Actually, I'm having second thoughts about it. Okay, let's try mulligan. Let's try mulligan. Okay, same again. We got two mountains. We got 2 Cameo of Industry. We got the Towashi. This time we got a black card draw card, which would be great if we draw black mana. See, the deck is already punishing me for taking out a swamp. So obviously we'll keep this. A Kami will have to go onto the bottom of the deck. And we'll click done. Moth Rider Patrol, he's got a good early start. Yeah, you can't really count Reckoner Bargain as a sort of mana fixing card. Yeah, he's got a really good start. Because we've only got 7 swamps, we're not very consistent at drawing it. So let's pop out the Songshaper. We're just massively on the back foot here. So we're just going to look to trade off if we can, but he might of course have combat trick. I mean, this time I can't complain. I've drawn my Oni-Cult Anvil, so it's just, yeah, a little matter of getting the swamp. But there you go. Combat trick. Combat trick, yeah, Tamiyoshi safekeeping, there we go. And then he can still play this out. Oh, a Scrap Welder, that's pretty cool. So, but we'll play a Searchlight Companion, that can block his patrol. I could double block the Coiling Stalker, because if that gets through, it can put a counter on the Moth Rider patrol. Oh, I think, so it looks like he might have to look for his third land. Other things are, I've got Scrap Welder, so he could come out, sack a Searchlight Companion to put out Towashi Songshaper. That's kind of just a minor thing. So I've got to double block and just hope he's not running loads of combat tricks. He could be doing Wanderer Slash. That's quite a reasonable card to be playing. Interesting. Okay, he's gonna he used up another removal spell to mess me up. That's fine. Okay, another mountain, play Scrap Welder, and yeah, his job is just going to be blocking, trading off with the Stalker. See if we can actually run this guy out of removal. And eventually, we're only one away from playing our Kami, which, yeah, can get us a Searchlight Companion and a 1/1, so that's pretty good. In fact, yeah, Searchlight Companion could come out. Okay, yeah, it got tapped, so he's done his thing, and he's put his token on the Moth Rider patrol. Fair enough. So how much am I regretting going down to 7 swamps right now? Yeah, quite a lot, I suppose. Never mind. But I mean, I've got 4 experimental synthesizers in the deck. You would have thought. Anyway, never mind. It's all my fault. So yeah, but this is just a sort of classic green-white enchantments deck. We'll have to block here. Well, I didn't have any more removal things. Oh, there we go. We hit a black mana. Nice. Okay. Oni-Cult Anvil doesn't actually tell you what. Okay, we're on 12 life. He's swinging in for at least 5 next turn. The good thing about having the Anvil out, I can play the Kami next turn. Whatever it brings out, we can sacrifice with the Anvil, which might help keep us in the game. Yeah, let's play the Anvil. Now, after this game, let's go back to 8 swamps, I guess. I don't know. Then I'll just draw no mountains and all experimental synthesizers. That'll be the problem. Yeah, because it can sack itself to make a 1/1, and I could kill the visitor. That's what he's thinking. But yeah, typical. He'd have 2 combat tricks to protect his Coiling Stalker. Just yeah. Oh, he got a Circuit Mender. It's so good. Such a good artifact. You play it in an enchantments deck. Right, my turn. We've got the Kunai. To do the Kunai combo with Kami of Industry, you need 7 mana to sort of... and a creature in play, of course. Right. Kami can bring a mana value 3 creature back, so I'd say it's a Searchlight Companion. So I can actually make a token. The companion can swing in for 1 damage. It's going to die anyway. And then the anvil can sack the companion. Yeah. There we go. We got a combo going. And we even gained 1 life point from all that. And we've got a ninja's kunai ready to go to take out his patrol. But he just needs 1 enchantment to get it to 4/4, and he's away, really. He didn't play it pre-combat, so it's unlikely he's got it. Oh, spinning wheel kick takes out those 2. Sure. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about synthesizer. So this doesn't have anything helpful like haste, the creature that comes into play. So I can kunai that and kill it. Then he swings in for 4. So I'm not dead technically. We just need 3 mana to use a kunai. I think I could use synthesizer and see what we get off the top. I think that's okay. It's another Oni-Cult Anvil. Let's sacrifice synthesizer. Got another synthesizer. Okay. We've got the kunai. We'll put that on the Kami of Industry, and we'll do that to the Moth Rider Patrol to take it out. And we'll play another Experimental Synthesizer, and we'll have to lose that anvil. Damn it. We couldn't hit a land. So we got rid of some good cards, but never mind. And we have a blocker for his ground attack here. So, okay, is this a good idea? Yeah, I think this is fine. We'll block like that. Another combat trick? I'd be very surprised. He's going to Season Renewal, bring back Touch the Spirit Realm, and Coiling Stalker. Nice. Okay. So I can take out my big creature. Oh, I see. That's nice. Okay, good combo. That's 2 damage through. And something gets to be bigger. I think we just sack the synthesizer right now. Oh yes, Automaton. Love to see it. And we've actually got a plan. We're going to keep mana up for Reckoner's Bargain. Yeah. That all makes sense to me. Because he's obviously going to take out my big creature. Okay, something gets pumped up as well. Calling Stalker, I would guess, yeah. So we resolve this, and when it targets something, We reckon it's bargain. Oh, and we actually get 5 life points because this guy's worth 5. It's got 5 casting cost. That's nice. Okay, it's going to pump that guy up even more. Block here. Don't want to take 5 damage. So, it's going surprisingly well. There's so many options here. Okay, I think we start with a Dragonspark Reactor, so we can pick up all of the artifact triggers. I don't think we should play... Should we play an Experimental Synthesizer? Yes, let's play an Experimental Synthesizer to get our chump blocker. Okay, nice. Yeah, let's play a Virus Beetle. Make him discard something. Cool. Circuit Mender goes away. We'll play a Swamp. Was that a mistake? Yeah, that was a mistake because I should have sacked my synthesizer. Right, I'm going to actually sack the Virus Beetle. It's actually going to charge up the Dragonspark Reactor a little bit more, give me a point of life. So I think that's worth doing. So no attacks, and it's his turn. Roaring Earth, nice. Another enchantment. It's a huge, huge creature now. It does not have trample, luckily. We'll just chump block it again. Yeah, Dragonspark Reactor isn't big enough yet to blow it up. It's got 6 toughness. It needs 4 to cast it. Okay, Season of Renewal, nice. He's got a Companion and a Moth Rider Patrol, which, yeah, that Moth Rider Patrol is can be deadly. Right, I think it's got to be Synthesizer. Getting popped. Okay, that's nice. We've got a voltage surge. Let's just check what we can do. I want to use this Dragonspark Reactor if possible, but maybe I can't. So I think we do just lose if he taps down my automaton. So we'll have to voltage surge the Moth Rider Patrol. Let's play an Oni-Cult Anvil. Or do we do a Circuit Mender? Let's do a Circuit Mender and we'll keep up mana for Reckoner's Bargain. Yeah. Do we attack with Patchwork Automaton at this point? I think we do. 5 damage through. Very nice. And end the turn. Draws a card, another token. That gets bigger. So you can swing in with Bearer of Memory as well. Okay, that gets pretty huge. Big question, do we block with a Circuit Mender and draw another card, or do we just let this damage through? Yeah, I think this time I'll let 5 damage through. And we'll Reckoner's Bargain the token. Don't gain any life from it, but there we go, got a couple of lands off the top. Fair enough. And another land off the top, but that's fine. Right. The Dragonspark Reactor is big enough to kill a Coiling Stalker. He could, if I'm very unlucky, he's got another Tamiyo Safekeeping. Sure, we'll play another Anvil. Automaton gets to 6. Do we sack the Circuit Mender now just for a token? I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Do another land. Okay. Okay, that's how it is. Fair enough. We'll play one of these swamps, and we will I think we'll have to decide. I think we'll do Dragonspark Reactor now. Target a player. Target up to 1 creature. Not that creature. This could be stupid, what I'm doing here. Because I think I just swing in now if it's a 6/6. But my Oni-Cult Anvils are pretty good. They can actually have the reach to sort of do the last few points of damage. Because I was thinking that I'm being an idiot. I should wait until this has got 12 counters and just I can kill him in one shot. Okay, my deck seems to have worked this time. So if you block there, then we'll sack that one. Do we want to do some kind of style finish? Oh yeah, we could. Right, Kami of Industry. Gets a token. We can Virus Beetle to make him loses last card. We can sacrifice. And we can sacrifice that one to do the last point of damage. Pretty cool. There we go. Hey, it worked eventually. So we got double mountain, we mulliganed, we got double mountain again. Does that... I think I've got to stick to my guns. I shouldn't be distracted by, you know, a bit of... I'd have to call that bad luck, because we've got to play the numbers here. We've got 14 red cards and 7 black. And we've got 4 red cards that are early, that can fix our mana. So, I don't know. I guess because Reckoner's Bargain can fix our mana as well. Maybe that's a good card. Maybe that's a good reason to go for black mana as well. Okay, no, I think because of the humor potential of only now drawing swamps and experimental synthesizers, I guarantee I will get 2 swamps and like 3 experimental synthesizers in my next opening hand. Right? Let's just see. But that was, yeah, that's the deck. I guess I'm scared about the enchantments deck. And it was quite scary with a, an early Generous Visitor and Roaring Earth as well. Okay, well, I was wrong. Okay, the fortune has smiled upon we. We have black and red mana. We have a total of 3 lands. We have 2 drops and a 3-drop. It's could scarcely be a better opening hand. Right. Let's go for Swamp first. All is forgiven. Right. I think we Virus Beetle first. And then we've actually got... Okay, Shattered States here, so white-red. Samurais, I guess. So, a pretty cool play here. Just play and use the Kunai and shoot the Selfless Samurai. That seems good to me. And then Scrap Welder next turn, and I can bring back sack Virus Beetle to bring back Kunai. That seems, well, if he survives the turn. Let's do it. Subduer, so that this can tap down my creatures. We're going to try for Scrap Welder. It's probably going to get blown up, though. Touch the Spirit Realm, yeah, oh well. Bound to happen if you think about it. Okay, he does just get to tap things down, so Circuit Mender isn't going to be able to block it, but we've got Oni-Cult Anvil, Dragonspark Reactor now. So of course we want to play Dragonspark Reactor first. And then Oni-Cult Anvil. Obviously we're never going to get the Scrap Welder back, unfortunately, but so we may, I think we may as well attack with a Virus Beetle and sacrifice it with Oni-Cult Anvil. Ooh, Tempered in Solitude. Good card. So he's going to try and get, I guess, a land off the top, right? Yeah, he did. Well done. So Imperial Subduer's it's kind of a big threat, really. Vanishing Slash has gone that. Oh no, nice. Well, he's got me there. So that, in fact, that's an exile, isn't it? Oh no, destroy. Okay, okay. Okay, we'll get up to 5 mana. So we've got Kami of Industry potential. Unfortunately, Kunai and Dragonspark Reactor are not. They don't really go with Kami unless you've got. Well, for Ninja's Kunai, if you've got 7 mana, you can actually equip it and use it. So we can get the Virus Beetle out and make him discard a card, and he might be down to some pretty good cards. So I think that is the play. Kami of Industry, Virus Beetle. And he's used 2 pretty hefty removal spells. Oh, okay, it's just a combat trick. Fair enough. I'm just thinking I could double block the Subduer. That might be a good option. Just attack with a Beetle for now, because I'm going to sacrifice it. Anyway, that's a combat trick gone as well. He could have another one to try and keep his Subduer alive. But yeah, this is a good combo. He's got his Trapped in Solitude, so he's got his card advantage, and he's got enough mana to keep it going, really. It's a case of, can we run him out of combat tricks so he can't keep his Subduer alive, or he can't attack with it anymore. Yeah, then he gets... Okay, Sunblade Samurai is not a combat trick, that's good. We'll double block here. Great. Very good news. Okay, you can play his Samurai now. At least it's, you know, it's not tapping down my creatures every turn, which is very obnoxious. Okay, we play an Anvil, I think. We play a Circuit Mender. Then I think we just go ahead and sack the Circuit Mender now and get 2 creatures. The card. Nice, okay. Pretty good. No attacks, and then turn. And then obviously the next Kami of Industry we hit, we get to bring back Circuit Mender, which is huge. Right, so if this is the level of combat trick he's got, that's the +1/+1 counter. I'm wondering, do I want to triple block this guy just to play around, light the way? It means he gets to kill both my artifact creatures if he just happens to have nothing, but maybe we're fine with that. But it means I don't have a construct I don't want to obviously sacrifice the Patchwork Automaton next turn. Okay, he didn't attack. Very good news. Another Sunblade Samurai. Yeah. This is where, yeah, they just sort of spam out all their big creatures at this point. Yeah, we don't sack a construct, of course, because you only want to really sack things on your turn. Right, the tricky thing here, I want to play Patchwork Automaton first. I think we just play Patchwork Automaton and we don't touch the synthesizer. It could hit one of my other Kamis of Industry, and I don't want to waste one. And we're not in a situation where we have to just play out everything desperately. So we can kind of maximize on the value. So I'm going to sack a 1/1. Like that. Pretty cool. And go next, and no attacks, and end turn. So ideally, what we'd like to get another land off the top, and then we can play Synthesizer and potentially play a Kami of Industry if we manage to hit it off the top. Just to play super safe. Okay, Simian Sling, that helps him do quite a bit of damage. Okay, that's going on there, so it becomes a 5/5. He kind of wants to attack to keep his Tempered in Solitude plan going. Do we triple block to try and kill it, is the question. Okay, he is not going to. Okay, cool. Over to my turn. Very happy to see a land off the top. We don't play the land yet, we play Synthesizer first. And if we get a Kami, obviously we play the land and play the Kami. Annoying. Really annoying. Okay, we got another Synthesizer, so I'm going to play it. I might miss a Kami. Hey, it's a land. Okay, fine. Yes, we could... Oh no, maintenance. Okay, we're going to sacrifice one of these. We're not going to sacrifice a Synthesizer for aforementioned reasons. And go next, and no attacks, and end the turn. Okay, so Tempered in Solitude, gets him some value, gets a land. We block with Kami and these two. And if he's got a combat trick, he's got a combat trick. We'll just have to take it on the chin. So, I'm going to take a point of damage from Simian Sling. He's got the light the way. Okay. Sure. So we'll do 6 damage. He'll take out Kami of Industry, right? Who's not an artifact. Okay. So... fair enough. Kami of Industry just bites the dust. It's not an artifact, so I can't sacrifice it. So I'd just have to take this on the chin like that. But yeah, that was... I was going to play around this by playing blocking with an extra guy. So that was a bit of a misplay on my part. Obviously had to, because he got the Simian Sling, I had to upgrade my blocking a bit. Okay, over to my turn. But I've got a pretty interesting situation here. So, 6, 7, we've got 7 mana. So we can't just sack these to get the token creatures. I think we'd need 8 mana to get away with that. So we're going to sack a synthesizer like this. Cool. So we've got to play that to get some nice value out of it. And we do not play the other one, of course. Right. No attacks and end turn. So we're on the chomp blocking plan with Oni-Cult Anvil. And in fact, because that's this guy. Oh, this guy's not an artifact, so I can't even sacrifice him. Got land off the top. Past the blockers. Do that. And we anvil the blocker. So next turn we've got 7 mana. It's still not enough to just pop the synthesizer with its ability. But I think I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to pop it anyway. And okay, Patchwork Automaton is out. He's out of there. Now we have 8 mana in hand. If not in, let's see, 4. Wait, I do have 8 mana, don't I? So, can play a Swamp. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 8. We've got 8 mana, so this just gets sacked for a 2/2 creature. So we should have enough mana to play our Kami of Industry, right? We'll play a Patchwork Automaton. Okay, we'll swing in with Searchlight Companion for 1. Sack a token. Cancel. Why am I doing that? I've already got these ones from sacking the synthesizer. That is how the anvil works. So we'll end the turn. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no swamps. We've got Kunai and Patchwork Automaton. And we might want to not play a turn 1 Kunai so we can boost our Automaton on turn 3. Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it. Because early Automaton is very, very good, I think. It's not great if we don't draw any land, but it's like one element of victory. We actually drew a land. Awesome. So I think we're perfectly okay with playing and using a Ninja's Kunai here. I think. Yes. Because we've got a way of bringing this back from the graveyard, haven't we? Okay, that's pretty awesome. Another Patchwork Automaton. So he's got a really good defender here. If he gets modified, that's quite a scary attacker. But we think you've got to do Patchwork on top of Patchwork if you can, like that. No attacks. My feeling is we do Scrap Welder. He hasn't modified that yet. That's good. No attack phase. That's a relief. Okay. We don't have to use Virus Beetle yet. I think we can see if we can get away with a Scrap Welder. Yes, it could get blown up, but we've got to try. Oh, he's got something big and horrible. And that's modified. That's even worse. Okay. So that's a 5/5 haster. Couple of turns. We'll just see if we can. Maybe we can outscale it. But yeah, we're obviously having a little bit of issue with getting hold of our lands. And we're just gonna take that damage. Right, so Virus Beetle is a really good blocker to have. Yeah, this gives vigilance as well, doesn't it? Just got to be careful. Another Kunai gets the Automaton to 5/5. Yeah. Okay, no attacks, and end the turn. So, who's getting the other one? Yep, Guardians of Obero. Pretty scary, 5/6. Is the Scrap Welder actually going to get to do something? I think he is, without getting blown up. No, he didn't. He didn't do anything. Okay. Do we use him now to get a Kunai back? It seems like a waste. Is it a waste? We'll sack a Virus Beetle. Yes, please. This is the dream, actually recursing a ninja's kunai. I mean, not getting any mana to use it, but we've got Master Sashiro next turn. We could go for Searchlight Companion. So this, we're going to go for the kind of chump block plan. If he wants to go for an attack, that is. Still, yeah, for only drawing 3 lands, we've actually got a lot going on. So I think maybe it was the right call, because, you know, an early Patchwork Automaton's pretty cool. I think I've seen sort of a straight green-blue deck very often in this, or maybe not at all. Is any of these tramplers? So obviously we're guessing he's got some kind of trick here. Yeah, there's something that puts a couple of +1/+1 counters on. I think what I'd rather do is I can lose an automaton. I'm totally fine, just to make him show me his removal card that he's got. So we'll block Sashiro like that. I'll block that guy with the Searchlight Companion, because something's going to happen. It's a short circuit. Okay, Ward 2. Okay, right. So I think that's cool. Right, we'll Scrap Welder now. Oh, it's got to pay 3. It's got to bring that back and sack the Searchlight Companion. He discards the card, and then we're actually safe to do a bit of kunai. That's if we draw. We have to draw another land to do that, which is annoying. So the short circuit means I don't kill Sashiro, but somehow my Patchwork Automaton survives, which is nice. Okay, suit up. Okay, he's done from that one. Okay, interesting, right. Wait. Okay, sure. Lots of things happened. We still didn't get our land, which is annoying. Yeah, we can't really attack. I think one of my dudes has to equip a kunai. And it's one of the ones who's not going to be chump blocking next turn, which definitely will be this automaton here. Go next. No attacks. And end the turn. Oh, we made him discard Behold the Unspeakable, because he drew a card off that. It was Behold the Unspeakable, and he had to discard it. That is a shame for him. Phew. He can draw how many cards? 2 cards, very nice. Pretty amazing. I'm still on 3 lands. Yeah, 14 cards into the deck. Tamiyo completed Sage. Okay. You can tap things down. So immediately this is create a token. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of horrid things this can do. It might bring back Behold the Unspeakable. So that's getting tapped down. Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, we can do that. That is all right.
You do not write this story.
She's got some scary voice lines as well. Okay, over to my turn. So, now we could... He didn't attack, which is a shame. My feeling is Reckoner's Bargain on the Spirit token. Try and get to these bloomin' lands. There we go. So we could definitely Oni-Cult Anvil. When an artifact leaves the battlefield on my turn, I get a chump blocker. I need 1 mana for that, but I need 2 mana to use that. Okay. So I don't think it quite works because we've got to go. We need 3 mana to kill Tamiyo this turn, and I don't think we can suffer Tamiyo to live, to be honest. We might have to take a big hit in the upcoming turn, but yeah, that's fine. Right. Okay, obviously you're... Yeah, okay. You're going to shoot Tamiyo. Naturally.
You cannot change the future.
Ninja's Kunai onto... did we do it on a chump blocker? Yeah, we'll do it on the Virus Beetle. Because we want to sacrifice him with a Scrap Welder.
Revel in your minuscule
And
victory.
no attacks. Okay, cool. He's going to take out the blocker. He's going to swing for 12, which is pretty scary, but at least it's the guy he's used 2 removal spells on. Ouch. Okay. But that's what you get for dealing with a Tamiyo, I guess. It is going to hurt. At least we've hit a few lands now. So the rule with Kami of Industry, Ninja's Kunai, we have to hit 7 land to recurse it and shoot something. Right. Okay, right. What can Kami do? Kami could bring back a Searchlight Companion, actually. And then we could sack it to bring back a Kunai with Scrap Welder. That's one option. That is one of the options, right. Oni-Cult Anvil. So we can Oni-Cult Anvil. And we could... Yeah, I think we just Oni-Cult Anvil. Unfortunately. Okay, suddenly it gets to be quite a challenging blocking situation, I've noticed. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we have to say end of turn. If I could sack the Beetle, I just get a 1/1. I get a 1 point life gain out of it. But I want to sack it to Scrap Welder and get a Kunai out. So we'll do. Yeah, that's the plan. So Beetle blocks the Guardian. I try and trade off here. I can Scrap Welder can block one of these, and then I take 2 damage. But he's got to fade into Antiquity, so that means he gets 4 damage through. I can get a 1/1. No, wait. I could get a Ninja's Kunai if I Scrap Welder him. Okay, let's make him pay mana for the ward. Okay, now I gain 1 life point if I do Oni-Cult Anvil on him, right? Which I think is the correct move. Because he's got 4 damage getting through. And yeah, I'm going to have to chump block with Scrap Welder, but, you know, these things happen. Interesting. Okay, he's going to attack like that. With the Beetle, I can just bring back a Kunai, I guess. But yeah, it's not great. So we will weld for 2, bring back a Kunai, sack a Virus Beetle. Yeah, he had his 1 card left was removal, so that was not ideal for me. Right. Oni-Cult Anvil. What else can we do? We've got 6 mana. We could play a Mukotai Ambusher. We could play a Kami of Industry, which is a nice big blocker. It can bring back... Can't bring back a Scrap Welder. Can bring back a Searchlight Companion. Yeah, okay, that's a chump blocker. Unfortunately, we can't do Anvil and Kami. But I think that's maybe the best play. Kami, Industry, boom. Searchlight Companion. Interestingly, of course, it has haste. Yeah, if I had a bit more mana, I could actually use the Kunai on something. We may as well swing with this because he doesn't have... Then when this leaves play, I should get the Anvil dude, I believe. Right. I'm going to put Kunai on the Kami of Industry because he's least likely to die. Obviously, I'm going to chump block with the Spirit. So, well, if we survive this turn, if I can top deck a land, I can do Oni-Cult Anvil into Kami and get Searchlight Companion back again, which is pretty awesome. And get some chump blockers. Okay, he's going to be big and scary. 7/6. But he doesn't have trample. Right? This can only sacrifice artifacts, so... okay, past the blockers. I'm thinking I'll take a risk. Block there, yeah. I wouldn't put it past him to have top decked some kind of instant combat trick. That'll block there. 2 blockers. And then Anvil sacks this. Right, well we didn't top deck the land for the Kami of Industry plan, but we've got Circuit Mender, which is pretty amazing. I think this is a good opportunity to Anvil. We're going to miss out on making a creature though. I could just Kami of Industry again, Searchlight Companion, do the whole thing. Then I've got another really huge blocker. And I get a creature out of the anvil, which is important. And I have one mana left over to use the kunai and possibly kill something next turn. So I think that might be the best policy. View battlefield. We could make him. He's almost certainly running a. He's got a land in hand, I would say. Next to combat, we'll swing in for 1. And we'll sacrifice that. And build up the life total a bit and end the turn. Cool. Did I miss... Yeah, I'm thinking I'm missing a trick here, because... oh, he's getting something really good back. He's getting Behold the Unspeakable. The hits keep coming, and he can Behold the Unspeakable this turn. So, he's tapped out. That's the positive news here. That doesn't have trample. We will... opportunity to just use up one of these spirits because they can't be sacked to Oni-Cult Anvil, so it's a good chump block to use. Just double check, he really doesn't have trample, does he? No. There we go. So this is eventually going to give him a flyer. He's got Calling Stalker in hand. This means that he won't draw 4 cards, he'll draw 2 cards. Or scry 2 and draw 2. Okay, my turn. Voltage Surge. Okay. That seems quite good. That will hopefully shoot his flyer out of the sky. Okay, we're not going to be able to use Ambusher yet. So I think it's Oni-Cult Anvil. I think it's Circuit Mender. Gains us another 2 life points. And we'll anvil away this one and get 2 in return, which is a pretty good deal, I think. So there'll be another onslaught after he draws these cards, I suspect. I'll get some more good stuff. hadn't occurred to me before. Kami of Industry, Searchlight Companion, swing in, ninjutsu the companion back to your hand. Could be an amazing move, but of course we were one mana short, unfortunately. Okay, that's going to be sort of tapped forever, isn't it? We don't have a way of fixing that. I think, yeah, we'll just accept the fact that that's going to get tapped. I don't think we need to tap it in response. It's good he's worried about my anvils, I think. Archer, okay. Just going to be a defensive blocker for my my companion. Fair enough. That it cuts out one avenue that I've got. Another calling, and that's his calling stalker. So we don't know what his last card is. He's completely tapped out. He's not going to attack. Yeah, we could shoot at a Bamboo Grave Archer. But we're not going to do that. Okay, over to my turn. I've actually hit that swamp. I seem to remember that being important for something. Yeah, so if we do hit another Kami, we've got more options. It looks like it'll be now. The only problem with sacking this, if he's got another Season of Renewal, he can bring back Tamio's completion. So arguably, it's a little bit greedy maybe to sack my Oni-Cult Anvil. Does that loses all abilities? Yeah, but I get an extra construct. So one of those two things could be important. What do we want to do here with our dudes? So, I think we can hold him off on the ground indefinitely. We only care about his flyer that's coming. That's what we'll focus our removal on. So that is a 2/2 creature. If he had instant card draw, he could. Okay, that is bouncing an enchantment. Okay, right. Is that bouncing by any chance a Vision of the Unspeakable? Let's just see what he's targeting, and then I can respond. What? Okay, I didn't get a chance to respond. Because I guess it didn't say target. But never mind. Live and learn. Okay, you've got to respond to that sort of being cast, entering the battlefield. So he wants me to kill his Papercraft decoy and draw another card. Okay. You got a deal. You got a deal. I'm gonna kill your decoy because I can't really afford to take 2 damage. Okay. Right. You're gonna draw another card with that. Fair enough. Why didn't I respond to that? Shooting. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You lose a chump blocker. That's not too bad. Okay, my turn. Another mountain. So we're on 17 cards. He's on 13. Just thinking, do I need to hold land for any reason? No, I think I'm just going to play my land. I'm going to... I think we're going to just play our Mukotai Ambusher. Because the whole attacking with the Searchlight Companion plan is going to get blocked with the Bamboo Grove Archers, so may as well have it in play, so it's another 3-2 blocker. That's my reasoning. And it's, yeah, 3-2 blocker with lifelink as well. So he can empty his hand now. I think we're looking at trying to deck him, I suppose. Okay, right. Ninja's Kunai. Okay, just this guy coming in. Okay. We will block like, okay, past the blockers, silly me. Didn't quite take. Let's try again. Past the blockers. Block like that. Okay. There's one of these long games. There's now an update. I hope it's not going to be disruptive. I got 17 cards left to his 12. Okay, another paper craft decoy. Cool. I get my turn. Okay, another artifact creature, another blocker, I would say. Probably could be important. Sack one of these guys. Get another one back. And next, and no attacks. Enter. Now my guys are back to normal, which is nice. Oh, he got his 4 cards, so he's got 7 cards left. There's going to be another onslaught. That is getting tapped down. Okay. Yep. Good idea. Is that the best he's got? Okay. Right. He's got lots of untapped land. We're going to start running out of our chump blockers. So that's one issue we've got. He might have a combat trick. He's definitely a user of Suit Up, but that's got really good base power and toughness. He's a user of short circuits as well. Do we want to try and block with the Kami? Yeah, it might be a mistake. I'm gonna go for it. 3 damage. You know what? Let's go for 6 damage. The worst thing that could happen is if he's got Boon of Beseiju. We've actually got, I think, Voltage Surge and Ninja's Kunai. They'll cost. Okay, right. It's got Tamio's safekeeping. We could Voltage Surge him and Ninja's Kunai him to kill him before that takes effect. But then I'm using both my removal spells. I think it's okay. We'll lose a Kami. We'll see if he follows up with Boon of Beseiju. Okay. One of the big boys is down. Right. Over to my turn. Okay, another land. Let's keep playing our land out. Next, attacks and end the turn. So that is actually a 4/4. Okay. We've got to be careful and respond to him drawing cards. Yeah, I think this is a case of just chump blocking here. You wonder how many Tamio safekeepings he's got. See, Voltage Surge could run into that on his vision. We'll see if he wants to play some stuff at the end of turn. Because that would bring it, it could go down to 3/3, and we could try and shoot it like that. Right, reconfigure is on to that one, okay? And that is, so we'll Voltage Surge in response. And sack the Anvil. Another Tamio. Minutes. I think we've got 10 minutes to finish this game. I've put it in the graveyard for him. He's probably got more Seasons of Renewal, I would guess. So there's a land. Greater Tanuki. Okay, another big boy. So that's, yeah, Greater Tanuki's pretty scary. Okay, and we're just getting the rest of our land out of the deck, I guess. To be fair, yeah, he's drawn like 9 more cards than me, so that is the what it looks like. This guy, I think we can. Do we want to double block a Greater Tanuki? So I'm doing this Circuit Mender here, and we'll just try and shoot it with Ninja's Kunai. We'll draw the card first in case that's relevant. Okay, no, of course not. It is on land. Another Tanuki. Well, we will try and shoot this Tanuki. But yeah. Okay, Experimental Synthesizer. Now we've got some action going. Okay, we've got 12 cards left. He's got 5. Let's see if we can hit anything. Anything at all. Okay, Reckoner Bargain. Reckoner's Bargain. I think we just do it on the synthesizer, to be honest, and we'll still have enough to... Yes, we'll still have enough to cast our Kami of Industry. That puts us down to 8 cards, by the way. Kami of Industry, what can it bring back? Circuit Mender's pretty good. Draws me another card. Got to start being careful because he's on. Yeah, we're good. We've got to do Kami of Industry. We kind of like life points. Virus Beetle could Take me out of a card. Searchlight Companion is pretty good. Okay, let's do the Circuit Mender. Gives me another card. Right, and we'll play a Swamp. No attacks. And the turn. Okay, another Swamp Shot. Right, what do we do? So, it looks quite bad. I think Kami's of Industry double blocks the Shiro. These two guys double block the Tanuki. And we'll just see what happens. So Shiro is finally dead. We've taken out a Trampler, but we've only got one creature left. And he's still got a huge creature to attack with. And we just cannot stop drawing land. We're down to 6 cards, he's down to 4. Get Synthesizer into Synthesizer. Into Synthesizer, sure. Why not? Oni-Cult Anvil. Guess what? I'm down to 3 cards. I just decked myself. I just decked myself. And we're gonna sugar. Right. I guess yeah, good game. I will. Obviously, this is suicidal, but what the hell? Okay, good game. And no attacks. And I'll just deck this off with all three. The other 3 synthesizers are all on the bottom, which is just ridiculous. Okay, we'll block, chump block there. Yeah, we'll block a Kami like that. It's not like if I didn't do that, I'd have won. I mean, oh well. Go down to 9. I'm calling Stalker. Ooh, yeah. Forgot about him. So yeah, probably should have blocked him, to be honest. Ah, Dragonspark Reactor now. Of course, that's right on the bottom of the deck. I can't complain. I've had both my Patchwork Automatons out early. We've got 1 card left. It's dumb, to be honest. Okay. We'll see what the last card is. What was the last card on my deck? There's a land. Sure. Let's make that dude. It didn't kill me playing that. Okay, good game. I will just say no attacks and then turn. Yeah, we practically saw the entire deck. So he did have the, I think, yeah, he got to replay as Behold the Unspeakable with Geothermal Kami. This doesn't say target on it, so I think that means he doesn't have to target anything. so I don't get to respond. I was waiting for a chance to respond to him targeting something. So I should have killed the Behold the Unspeakable in response to it coming into play. It's pass to attackers, yeah. I'm taking too long when I've definitely lost the game. So I think let's target the player and do that. Let's see if he wants to papercraft decoy himself to death. Except he won't. But there you go. It's interesting, yeah. Tamio's completion on my first two anvils. I thought you'd be better off taking out my big creatures with it and just rolling over me, but then I did have a lot of chump blockers to make. Hopefully I'll remember this thing about things like geothermal Kami. He sort of says, you may return an enchantment. It's interesting, he's got 12 land there. Yeah, he had a couple of land in the graveyard, 14. So I bet he's got 3 land there. That would make 17 land. And he's got, well, he could have 2 in his deck, of course. But what did we learn from this game? There's a few things I noticed other than the geothermal Kami. We could potentially Mukotai Ambusher, using ninjutsu, on a Searchlight Companion that we've got out with Kami of Industry, bouncing it back to my hand before it sacrifices itself. That seems like value. That that game feels like a reason to just drop some experimental synthesizers or put more cards in the deck. Okay, required update. Sure. Matches are disabled, so we'll have another little break, and we'll have a seamless edit to get into game 4. Okay, see you then. And welcome back. So we're on 2 wins and 2 losses with this deck so far. We just actually decked out. It was kind of funny, really. My opponent was going to deck out first because he'd cast Behold the Unspeakable a couple of times. And then I think, yeah, I got into kind of a bad situation where he had a big creature I had to deal with. So I think I used an Experimental Synthesizer, which found my 3rd synthesizer and then my 4th synthesizer. Finally finding an Oni-Cult Anvil, and so suddenly I was going to deck out before him, because obviously I was playing a tight 40 card deck, and I've possibly made a wild overreaction to that. I've actually put almost every red, black, and artifact card that I drafted in the deck, and I'm up to 55 cards. I do have reasoning for this. It's I've realised my deck's, it's not an aggro deck. It's not really, it's not a mid-range deck. It's kind of it's a grindy deck. It's an Oni-Cult Anvil grindy deck. It needs probably quite a few turns to win. So I think playing 40 cards, running out of cards, is a real threat. If you count all of the card draw, we've got 8. We can draw 8 cards off our synthesizers. 9. There's 4 cards there, so that's 13. At least 1 off the Circuit Mender, so that's, I think I said 13, that's 14. A couple of network terminals that can keep drawing, so that's, at least 15. So, and ways of recurring our stuff, of course, to draw even more cards. So, I decided the more cards, the better. I think all the cards I've added are reasonable. I don't think they're so weak I wouldn't play them. In fact, I got to 50 cards, and then the last 3 cards, because I'm adding them in groups of 5, because that makes it simple. You can add 3 non-land cards and 2 lands. So the last 3 I've added are You Are Already Dead, the Reckoner Shakedown, and Kumano faces Kakkazan. So I think, even though it's an enchantment, that's a good enough card to play in an artifact deck. I was worried about You Are Already Dead, because I don't think it's very good with Experimental Synthesizer. You'd kind of need a way to do damage to something to use it. But I've decided I'm not going to worry about that. And then I'm just not too sold on Reckoner Shakedown, but at least you've got a consolation if you don't hit any cards. You get to buff up one of your creatures. So I'm going to say they're all reasonable cards that I've added. My deck is bigger. It means my chance of drawing Oni-Cult Anvil, Dragonspark Reactor, and Patchwork Automaton, they all go down. But I am playing for the late game. The late game grind. So that's my reasoning, and I've gone for 12 mountains, 10 swamps, obviously, because I've got the synthesizers I want to play quite early to try and to kind of try and fix my mana as well. So yeah, I didn't go as far as adding Sunblade Samurai and Rizona Azari Commander. It's just because that can find a planes, and I do have the 2 network terminals now, but I just I'm not too keen on this idea. So let's keeping it to. If I can keep it to 2 colors. I don't think these add too much power to the deck. So and they affect the consistency. So I'm going to try it with 55 cards. It's a bit of an experiment. I've already got 2 wins, so we'll just see how it goes. It might be a colossal misstep and an overreaction to decking myself out. But I think because I've got literally 15 draw cards in the deck, it might be quite a good idea. Okay, good opening hand because we've got black and red mana. We could play Circuit Mender turn 3. We'll see if we can. And we've even got. Maybe we can use the Kunai with the Circuit Mender, and then. Well, actually, yeah, we can't really bring back a Kunai with a Kami of Industry until you've got 7 mana. So yeah, if the Circuit Mender dies, we'll probably bring that back. But and a 2/3 is a pretty solid defensive blocker. That's very good to see. So we've top decked Patchwork Automaton. Perfect. Right, so we're not even going to play the Kunai, so we can go for the extra token on the Patchwork Automaton. Virus Beetle. That's rough. Okay. On balance, the puppet's quite nice to sacrifice to Scrap Welder in sort of in late game. I can't bring it back with the Kami of Industry. That's the downside. Circuit Mender could get discarded, and I'd bring it back with Kami later. I think though, yeah, we'll have to drop the puppet because I think it's the weakest card. Okay, now we'll do Automaton. So black and blue. We'll see if he does some ninjutsu here. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Nice. So I will lose another card, unfortunately. Dockside Chef as well. Wow, that's a fast start. That's turn 3. Okie doke. Right. Third land. We could just play a Circuit Mender. We can... Now, of course, we don't get Kami of Industry back, unfortunately. I mean, we don't get... we can't play Kami of Industry if we discard a land. But I think we'll go for the Circuit Mender and hope for the best there. I'd rather discard a land than the Kami. Virus Beetle, okay, we'll lose the swamp. Yeah, interesting. Maybe the right... Well, in hindsight, of course, the right play is trade off with the Beetle, even though it's painful. But then that leaves me with a... I guess I have a Dramatist puppet, but... Okay, well, he's got the mill card, and I've got extra... I brought extra cards to the party, so I'm well prepared for a Go Shintai. He's going to attack with this guy, is he? Are you sure? Are you... Yeah, yeah. I'd be very happy to trade off with a Circuit Mender. Right, I don't think is there anything I have to kill with a Ninja's Kunai? I'm going to say no. I'm going to play Automaton, and I'm going to play Kunai. And I just will attach the Kunai to this Automaton. And I will not attack. So he's got a menace creature, which is kind of threatening. I might want to shoot that one. He can sacrifice creatures with this and get draw cards. So Dockside Chef definitely could be a target here, because I'm doing okay on the blocking front at the moment. So he's down to one card. See if he's got another Virus Beetle. That would be annoying. Okay, there goes the Beetle. Another card. 3/2. Prosperous Thief. Okay. We block with a Circuit Mender. Very happy with that trade, to be honest. Okay. So my feeling is we kill Dockside Chef now, because that's his card draw. His black mana is tapped, and we will try and block the Road Captain. So yeah, I'll bring up Centipede out. Could have attacked. Why didn't I attack? Oh well. Just kind of underestimated how I was doing there. Double block. He might have You Are Already Dead. I think I'll just take the damage, which could just take out my big threat. Yeah, Kami. We have hit a land. Fantastic. So we've got... we definitely want to bring back a Circuit Mender. I mean, he could have a counter spell, of course, but I'm just going to go for it. There is an instant in his hand. That's what we can tell from that pause. He can respond. Okay, made it into play. That's nice. Got the Circuit Mender. Getting 2 life. Yeah. Cool, so it's at least 50-50 with his deck. I think that's what I was hoping for. I thought this was a pretty strong red-black artifact deck. Okay, so we don't have early creatures. We've got the right mana. We could do a turn 2 synthesizer. Because I'm thinking I want to sacrifice it to Reckoner's Bargain. We could also play Network Terminal on turn 3. And then we could get Kami of Industry on synthesizer. So there's lots of interesting things going on. But kind of no playable early creatures. So I'll just see what... Luckily we're going first, which I think is going to be important. And I remember I played the mountain, which is quite important. So we've got nothing else to do on turn 2. I'm going to just see if we get lucky and top deck a land. No, we miss. Yeah, we lose the Containment Construct. Well, it's a shame. He's a nice combo with Network Terminal. Because we can, I think we should play a creature. And then maybe shake down next turn. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, so not used Reckoner Shakedown before. I could just, yeah, because we potentially could take out his only enchantment from his hand. That's my reasoning. Because he's got a very good card there. He has some scary things. Okay, that's got an Ninjutsu. That's another scary card, which gives him lots of card advantage. I think we get rid of the Nashi. And we're obviously not going to block. This is going to become a 4-2, so we'll just attack. Okay, maybe good decision to do Reckoner Shakedown. He didn't ninjutsu, you can just play it out, I guess. He can pop my Centipede. Yeah, we're not quite getting the stuff we need to survive. I think we'll do... Well, now we'll boost our mana up. See if he might kill this Centipede to get the sort of 3-point life swing. Alright, Specialist is out, so he's going to copy the Kunai. That makes a lot of sense. So all of his stuff is coming together really nicely. Okay, that's good. We've got 5 mana. We've got Kami of Industry. Can do something. So you could, yeah, we could do Virus Beetle and keep up Reckoner's Bargain mana, I think. Very nice. Very nice combo. Still, he's got to tap one of his creatures to use these things. Okay, I could chump block with Virus Beetle and Reckoner's Bargain it. I think that might be a better option, so Centipede's dead. Because then I want to Kami of Industry a Virus Beetle out. Because that seems pretty strong. And I can stop the life gain actually by doing Reckoner's Bargain on this. Oh. Well, well. 3 damage gets through. My turn. Patchwork Automaton. Okay. Is there some kind of annoying black card that can save his Replication Specialist? I think there are in other sets for one black. The plan here, I'm going to sack Synthesizer and do 4 damage to the Replication Specialist. Yes. Wouldn't you know it? It's a Kami of Industry. And we kept... I kept 5 mana up. I thought that might happen. And then we can... Virus Beetle him. Get rid of the last card. It's just an island, and I just may as well swing in. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, so yeah, he can... If I block, he could Kami. He could Kunai my Kami. That's okay, we've got another Kunai. I mean, we've got another Kami. Some other things we can bring back. Synthesizer, and Chainflail Centipede. This will actually trigger twice. But yeah, we won't be able to play a land off the second trigger when it ends. When it leaves the end of turn, but it potentially could play an instant. But I think this is the only relevant instant I've got in the deck. Yeah. So, makes sense. Swing in with the Mukotai Ambusher. Okay, interesting. Interesting. We can Kami to get rid of his last card. We could... Yeah, we could do that. That seems reasonable. Kami... It could be something he's just holding back. Combat trick type thing. Lethal exploit. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. And then he can... Okay, he can still kill my guy, fair enough. Fair enough. We forced it out of him. That's fair enough. We can play a Patchwork Automaton. I need to start holding back land to discard to this. That's something I keep forgetting about. But that's, I guess, 2 removal cards to take out a Kami. Cool. Another Patchwork. Can make his Toad Rider into a 4/4. Do we go on the offensive? Because he's got nothing in hand, but he can chump block with this and make that bigger creature. I don't think we care. I think it is fine to swing. Are we sure we want to swing in with that though? Yeah. So he could double block and kill, but we're okay with that. We want to kill Tatsunari. The good thing about that Kami of Industry play, he had to use his 2 removal cards to kill my Kami instead of just lethal exploit and block when I attacked. Okay, cool. We can draw a card. Do I want to tap one of my dudes? Yeah, I'm gonna... yeah, maybe tap a Patchwork Automaton. Tap the smaller one. Okay, okay. Pretty good. Do I just attack in the air? I think making his Searchlight Companion a bit bigger could be a problem. I'll just swing in the air like that. He's going to trade off. That's fine. That takes a flying threat out. Right, I think I'm totally going to sack this spirit, I think. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, that was good. And then we can find an Experimental Synthesizer. Pump those guys up. You are already dead. Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work for me. I kind of hope I can cast and draw a card, though. If he doesn't block the Kami, I can bounce it with the Mukotai. Yeah, I like the idea of attacking with the Kami. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Bounce the Kami back. That's pretty sweet. Right. Don't know if we can play this. No, we can't. We just can't play it because nothing's been dealt damage. And we'll end the turn there, and we'll just hold that land to discard. Right. Okay, sure. Drop the swamp. Draw another swamp, sure. Right, he's got nothing in hand. Don't think I want to bring out okay, the Experimental Synthesizer. There's just not enough mana to cast stuff that I want. Okay, we're thinking hard. We can get the flyer. That might be a good way of just chipping him down. The only thing is, yeah, we can't do much with the flyer. I guess it's just a nice come into play effect, getting a 1/1 creature, and we will end the turn there. Okay, network terminal, tap, synthesizer. Nice, discard a swamp. Okay, start with reactor. One, two, three, four. Yeah, yeah, we're good to play a synthesizer. Play a swamp. I think Just Dragonspark Reactor, kill the Mukotai Ambusher. Seems reasonable. Attack, 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 attack. Cool. I guess it's our 4 wins. Okay, we have the old 2 mountain start. We do have a Patchwork Automaton, and we can potentially fix the hand if with any land we can get, because we can play Network Terminal. So I think it's a keep. Cool. 3rd land, that's fine. Alright, got the enchantments deck. Enchantments versus artifacts. Nice. It's rolling out the life linkers. But we're top decking some land. That actually is good for us. No blocks. Okay, another land. That's fine. You don't really want to ambusher your automaton, of course. If I've got an artifact leaving play, that's when we want our Oni-Cult Anvil out. So my 5 mana. Dramatist Puppet can actually put 2 tokens on this guy, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is time for Dramatist Puppet to shine. Just remember to add a token. Put counter. No attacks. I'll go for some blocking. He's got so much life. I'd rather protect my own life total. Oh no. Okay. He's got, yeah, so he taps that one down. Can he deal with the automaton as well? Yes, he can. Okay. Another 4-point life swing for him. Okay. Okay, the puppet. Pretty excitingly, he can swing in, and we can Mukotai Ambusher, which I think is pretty cool. And get some life points back. I mean, that's... you can't argue with that. But what is what I want to do first. I think before I think about that, let's do a synthesizer because I think we can get away with it. We can play Songshaper. So we can do Ambusher. Songshaper could trade off with Naturalist. He'd probably swing in over the top. Puppet will come in like that, and we'll ambush. So we've got some lifelink going as well. And I think we'll play the mountain. That's just crew 1, so it's got quite a lot coming in. Okay, can't block it. Yeah, he could have hit me, couldn't he, with that? He didn't bother. So Puppet can get his token off. Right, do we want to Virus Beetle one of his last 2 cards, because it's sort of getting to that time where he's about to empty his hand. I think it's definitely about that time. Okay, it's... oh, Plain Art Incision, interesting. Now I could play my Puppet and take a token off the Go Shintai. I think that's a pretty good move. Remove a counter, and let's go mute on him and swing in like that. Story Weave, okay, nice. Well, he got me good there. He's not... why is he not attacking with that? Okay, cool. Patchwork Automaton is good. Start with that. Follow up with Oni-Cult Anvil. Yeah, let's do the Oni-Cult Anvil. Then I don't think I've got any way of bouncing my own dude, or getting rid of an enchantment. Yeah, no, I can make my opponent sacrifice an enchantment. I think we just only can't Anvil the Patchwork Automaton. Seems a shame, but we'll swing in with Songshaper. He can trade off with something if he wants. Yeah, 2 damage in the air. Oh, the Kami of Industry, so can I bring back Patchwork Automaton? Yeah, we want to wait until we can recycle the Circuit Mender. So let's play the Circuit Mender in that case. Do we want to just sack the Circuit Mender straight away? I think we do. We actually top deck a swamp. So the Songshaper is sort of good for trading up with. I think we just swing in like that. It's only going to be good really on the attack. It's pretty crap on the defense. Trades off for a Disciple. That's fine. And we'll play a swamp and end the turn. Okay. Right. Okay, that's getting bigger and bigger. Right, I think it's Kami of Industry, Circuit Mender. That seems very cool. Then we sack it immediately. That's cool, and we'll play an Oni-Cult Anvil. And this can kind of sack one of these guys. There we go, for free, as it were. Because that will get another one of those out and get me another life point. Okay, Kami of Industry. Let's do the Kami of Industry trick again. And sack it. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, and we get a Reckoner's Bargain. That's pretty cool as well. No attacks and end turn. Nice big flyer. That's gonna kill me a lot quicker. Need to find some kind of answer. We're gaining 2 life a turn, and they're gonna take 6 a turn. Do we just sack one of these for a life point? I think we do at this point. It's not like we're running out of chump blockers. So we will just sack one of these ones, gain a life point. Kind of need to watch our life total and make sure we're gaining all the life we can possibly get. Why don't we Reckoner's Bargain something as well? Seems legit, doesn't it? We'll sack the Virus Beetle. Yep. No. Maybe just one of these. I would have gained 2 life if I sacked that, of course. But never mind. Containment Construct. So, we've got the Synthesizer. I think we'd rather play that. Play the Mountain. Okay, play the Containment Construct. We can... Yeah, we'll sack a creature. No. Let's sack one of those and potentially get another card, because we've got 5 mana up. sweet. We've got the Scrap Welder. Oh, now things get fun. Right. Okay. No attacks. And the turn. Right. Okay. Remember to use this anvil to gain a life point. Could be very important. Okay, my turn. Okay. Now we can use our Scrap Welder to bring back a Circuit Mender. I think that's a pretty cool move straight away. And that triggers our thingamies as well. So we gained some life there. I think play that as well. Another synthesizer. Let's keep going. Centipede. Okie doke, interesting. Right, now, losing track of where I am. Can I attack with this guy? I would just trade off with one of his guys, so I think I'm going to hold out until maybe... Okay, I'm going to only get 4 mana out. I think no attacks. I'm going to play another swamp. End the turn. I think we just sack our 2 constructs for 2 life points next turn. Oh well, that's a lot of damage coming in the air. So we'll sack that one. Sack that one. Resolve. 26 cards left. He's got 21. He's just kind of got the best cards at the moment. Tap a synthesizer, discard a mountain. Oh, I can play that, of course. Decline. Yeah, so just remember to do this in my turn so I can play the land I get off. I discard. Cool. Cool. So I don't think there's... Is there any other option? I think we just... we'll sack a synthesizer and shoot this with Voltage Surge. But you might have the answer. We got it. Okay, cool. Another anvil. Really, we're just trying to outpace this Ghost Shintai. We will sack a Circuit Mender now. Oh, yeah, we can get another Patchwork Automaton out and start building it up. That makes sense. That gets out another one of those. Yeah, that is maybe a turn. Now, Chainflail Centipede can go on the Patchwork Automaton, and we could actually trade for 2 of his guys, which might be quite good. I think we'll just try and be patient and wait a bit longer. So, sack that one. Sack that one. So, gaining 3 life a turn and losing 4 from his attacks. We're hanging on in there. Okay. Okay, discard that. Containment Construct lets us play it anyway. So why not? We've got a total of 9 mana. I think we can just sacrifice this to make a creature. That seems quite good. Ooh, Dragonspark Reactor, that's a big one. Do we want to sacrifice something else? Yeah, we could get a synthesizer back, actually, if we sack the Virus Beetle. Ninja's Kunai. Okay, yes. We will put this on one of these constructs. Just thinking, is it time to attack with Patchwork Automaton? I think it could be, you know. I think attach this, it's a 14-12. We get a 2 for 1. He has to use his big, scary creature. Whew, now that was some game. Okay, proof of deck concept, I think. Definitely works if you can survive the early game. Okey-doke. I think I'll just take another quick break. Alright, well we've dug our way back to 5 wins and 2 losses. Yeah, we had an early loss. We were on 2-2, I think. Yeah, after I got to 2-2 and I had that game where I ran out of cards, that's when I went from 40 cards to 55. So that seems to be working out quite well. think we've just got enough card draw in the deck. We can just smooth everything out, so it's pretty consistent. I probably just I put the curse on me there, haven't I? Right, let's see. Ah, well, red mana and a swamp as well, so it's good. Turn 3, Scrap Welder. Right. I mean, I could sacrifice Ninja's Kunai to Reckoner's Bargain, if it comes to it. Now, interesting, I do have a plan for a creature on turn 3, so we'll play Kumano now. Well, it's green-blue, I don't know, maybe you ought to go Containment Construct in this situation, but I'll go with the Scrap Welder. We'll play positively. It's bounced, okay. Right, very cool. I think we just swing in with Kumano. He might double block. Yeah, okay. Sure. We go ahead and play Scrap Welder again. And I'll attach the Kunai to him as well. Sage, okay. That's a big creature. Right, this gives me a mana, so this will let me play... Actually, it will let me play Reckoner's Bargain. I could follow up with Containment Construct. I think we'll... I think something bad is going to happen to Scrap Welder. Nice. Ramping out loads of land. At least that's the 3/3 we could potentially pop. Okay, there's a Sky Swimmer's Koi, so yeah, he's kind of saying, shoot this one. Yep, I think whilst he's tapped out, that's the best policy. Take out the flyer. I think, yeah, we want to play that land. We'll play Containment Construct. Just point out we can sacrifice the Construct to bring back Ninja's Kunai. I think we've got quite a big problem because Boseiju is a 6/6, 7/7. My mistake. Okay, my turn. Now, what can Kami of Industry do? If we can get to 7 mana. We're already on 6. Wait. 4, 5, 6. 7 mana. Right. So he could, yeah. It wouldn't do very much, but we can actually we can bring it back. We think. Yeah, we'll leave things like this for the moment. Containment Construct is okay, nice. He's refilling his hand. Getting more land to make his Boseiju bigger. Oh man, yeah. Yo, he's got this season of renewal going. Oh dear. Right. And that's all the end of my turn. Okay, sure. Is a haster? No. Gets blocked. Gets to untap loads of land. Are we doing Reckoner's Bargain on this, or Scrap Welder? That's the question. I would say Reckoner's Bargain because we want to draw more cards. Because we just do not have the answers in this hand at the moment. Couple of land, sure. Oh, we don't have another untapped artifact. That's unfortunate. That's just a Sky Turtle. Okay. Yeah. We could get Containment Construct back, so that's another blocker on the ground. We could sacrifice the terminal. Yeah, that feels terrible though. When I could use this to draw cards. I think. Right. So. Yeah. Okay. No, I've convinced myself. Right. We're gonna sack the network terminal. We'll bring back a construct. Just so we can have a blocker. Okay. Have another mountain. We can have. Yeah, we'll bring the Kunai back. Have to use it now though if we bring him back. And yeah. Right, who's chump blocking? It's probably the Containment Construct, right? Yeah, so Scrap Welder equips this and shoots Likeness of the Seeker. Like that. And do no attacks. And then at least we've killed a 3/3. And yeah, I think... So it looks like we're looking at 14 damage. We can't do the chump block sacrifice, get Ninja's Kunai back, unfortunately. Do we want to take 14 damage? Not particularly. We could have 8 power on the board next turn. If he doesn't, that's if he doesn't have a land drop. I think, yeah, there's no option. I think we've got to block like that. Sky Swimmer is back. Okay, Synthesizer might do something. Let's farm your swamp. It makes a blocker. We've only got 4 mana, so we might miss out on on something important. That's another blocker. How much? And we've got a fair amount of power to block with as well. To take out Beseiju. We've got 9 flying damage coming in. Yeah. So if he plays a land, so here's my theory. He's 8/8. 6. We've got 8. We want to block with everything. Four blockers like that. Okay. And then we're going to sack the Virus Beetle and we'll still do 8 damage to him. If he's got a combat trick, then obviously, yeah, that's not great, but he might have a bounce spell for the Samurai or something. So yeah, I think maybe bringing back the Kunai is the way to go, and then we can shoot the Koi with whoever's left over, and then we're only taking 6 damage next turn. It might give us one more turn of being alive. So let's try this. Sack the Beetle for 2. Bring back the Kunai. We're doing some nice sort of Scrap Welder action, which is quite fun. Beseiju is down. Oh, he's got a Calling Stalker. Oh, that's annoying. But I guess we... Ooh, Voltage Surge. Oh, wow. Oh, we can't do the 4 damage version without sacrificing the Kunai. We can do exactly 5 damage to the turtle. We're going to be slightly greedy, and let's attach this to the Kami. We play out a swamp. So the idea is, if he wants to attack with the Stalker, fine, we'll block it. Then we'll Kunai and Voltage Surge this for 5 damage. That's my and that's going to cost us 6 mana to do that. And of course we can't tap out now, then Stalker will get through as well. So it means he draws 1 more card. It could be the protection card, but we just have to take that risk. So he'll make me use both of them before he uses his protection spell, but that's how it is. We don't really have much other option. I'm going to be ready with the good game. This doesn't kill him. this gives us more outs for next turn as well. We could top deck something that brings back the Kunai or another Kunai. Archer Swirling Mist, okay. Okay, good game. Yeah, big creatures are a problem, especially big flying creatures with ward. You got through a lot of cards as well. I guess this strips 2 forests out. And he did Thirst for Knowledge as well. Draw 3. Sweet. Take out the Calling Stalker, why not? We're in the end. We finished. We've got through our draft. Yeah, happy with that result after losing the first one, then going to 2-2. I think, yeah, also for being in plat, that's quite good. I think if you can get 5 wins, but definitely, yeah, a nice deck. You're not always going to get 3 Oni-Cult Anvils in a draft, as well as 2 Patchwork Automatons, 4 Synthesizers, and a Reactor. But yeah, going to 55 cards. Yeah, if you've got a deck with lots of card draw and you can still put lots of decent sort of relevant cards in, and with 40 cards, you're at risk of decking yourself out. I think this is a good policy. I think. Right, let's claim the prize. So I get 650. That's pretty good. Packs wise, yeah, up to 18. Pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a video. So yeah, thanks for watching.